Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Lobotomy Corporation. And I don't think there's anything new to say at the beginning and so I'm just going to head straight into the episode. But I tried guessing, in the previous episode I tried guessing the backstory of the shark creature here before, and mostly based on its appearance alone, but pulling a little bit from its bio, like the comment about like it almost like some aspects, the way they describe the abnormality in the bio, like apparently trying to show the bio seems to have a very strong implication that the abnormality has a childlike mentality, considering factors like preferring needing reading in a book due to an inability to read, which is similar to like a child that hasn't learned to read yet. A picture book. But again, like whatever that comment was, like think about grape flavored candy, like implies a childlike mentality. I tried to guess its backstory, but apparently whatever I was trying to come up with was nothing compared to whatever the actual backstory is. It's supposedly a lot more sinister compared to what I tried to guess. I'm not going to try to push my luck too hard on censored. I've seen what happens to that before. I'll send her to work on light. Yeah. Is my imagination, or does that name kind of carry something of like kind of Hispanic sounding? My imagination, or that's not that important. Looking at the King of Greed here, it's kind of apparently she herself is trapped in an ember, but the ember that she's trapped in is attached to a fish creature, which can be seen when she escapes. But if you look at her here, you can kind of see the fish creature's mouth at the top there. I just thought that was a bit of detail that they added there. Okay, being reminded of the stats. At the moment, my goal is I'm going to focus on the training team missions, whatever's left. At least the one I'm currently on right now, and I've been told that gotta be careful with that. I want to make sure she doesn't break out yet. Okay, good. The one I've been told that it would probably be best if I work on the Dusk Ordeal mission, which would be a good idea that I'll try to do, but at the moment I'm kind of planning on prioritizing the training team mission here. We'll see how things work out for the moment, but that's just the idea at the moment. Again, I'm kind of just trying to like plan as I go along. Just try to do what I can as I go along, but I will get it done. Oh yeah. I think they're good. I think they're good. This is why it's probably best if I try not to minimize my interaction with silent orchestra, so that way what's he like? Okay, so excuse me, sorry. So that way, when a meltdown forces me to interact with them like this, I can, spare a point, so that way if I do that. So that way if something happens, then that if something happens and I'm forced to interact with them, I can get away with things not going absolutely perfectly. Yep, that worked out. It worked out this time, but I'm trying to save his little countdown points for meltdown, so to just give myself a little bit of that leeway. Okay, so so he likes everything. So not likes everything. He's fine with everything except for insight. He really doesn't like insight. But for some reason, he likes level 3 instinct specifically. That's kinda... It just stands out. I do feel human emotions. He ultimately survived thanks to this, like, to live in any shape or form. If you're thinking, oh, you drop the kill right now. Tell the kid today's treat's going to be great for the candy. It's his favorite. I still kind of wonder, like, like, aside from the two mouths, this entity is, I don't know what else to call it other than abnormality. It's other than the two mouths, it's mostly a shark, except for the very human-looking legs it's got here. Just curious about, like, I want to know, like, what's everyone's opinions on, like, the aesthetics of, like, the different areas of the Lobotomy Corporation. Like looking at this here gives off a very different vibe than like down here. Like the blue lights in this area are really... Is that water? Interesting. Like the blue of this area comes off off as like relaxing or so, which considering the Sephiroth that works this area, it's kind of fitting that this area is like calming and relaxing thanks to the blue colors. Whereas on the other hand, this area over here with the combination of of the red that ranges from glowing neon red like here to like almost crimson red. It's covered in blood like here. Or combined like just basically different shades of red combined with metallic gray. He like makes the place come off as like very industrial, comes off as feeling harsh and industrial. I don't know if harsh and or industrial was the aesthetic that they were going for, but like the color palette of this area just gives off that feeling towards me looking at it at the moment. It doesn't help that all the little pipeline works is also contributing to the industrial feeling around here. So I guess the question, so to just ask a general question, going on aesthetics alone, like appearance alone, what would you say your favorite section of the, an area, what section or area here is? Is it one of these areas here, or is it one of the lower areas that haven't been unlocked yet? Wouldn't know nothing about that, and obviously didn't get that far. The dream current's dreams are those of running outside the facility in total freedom. Just same wish the dreaming current can live here forever. I'm really curious. Like I was told that the dreaming current's backstory is a lot more sinister than when I tried to guess, like I said, so I'm really curious as to what could it possibly be. And for some reason, like, I'm not sure why exactly, like, but like, it's really easy to please and make happy, like last time I played, didn't get as far as I got as far as like a, what was it, minus 16% modifier, and it was still getting good, still getting good results, like, just sheesh. I mean, you have to really try to make it upset. Okay, I'm just trying to... I know the robots are about to attack, so I'm just trying to arrange my guys accordingly. The guys and the gals. Okay, I think I'm happy with what I got. So with that... Really? Stupid robots. Alright, time for everyone to go back home. You got special eyes. kind of weird how it alternates like work, success, like success, speed, success, and speed. Either other way, like speed, success, speed, success. Kind of weird that like of all things, like success, speed, speed, success. The way it has human legs kind of makes me wonder, did it start as a shark and they were trying to turn into a human or something? Or did it like start as like a human that they were trying to turn into a shark? I'm sorry, just the way it looks there is kind of funny. Ecstasy. Wait, the drug? What? Huh? Okay, now we got a stat. Just keep reading the book. Let's look at the bio. Oh, and it has to be a page in picture since he can't read. Wait, did I unlock the game? No, the game's still running. Okay. Now let's read. Can't read. The experiment seems to drag on, try to draw his attention like mimicking sounds. Since I don't need to explain every detail, right? Yes, I know it's unfortunate, pitiful, and sad. I do feel human emotions, thank you very much. However, he ultimately survived thanks to this place. I hope he continues to live in any shape or form. Or if you're thinking the same thing, you'd be better off if you drop that guilt right now. Tell the kid today's treat is going to be great favorite candy. It's his favorite. Excerpt from the Encyclopedia. Contrary to popular belief, most sharks are small in size. There are only a handful of species that can cause harm to humans. After all is said and done, the biggest appeal to sharks is their strong jaws and teeth. A shark's jaw can apply to an intense amount of force, around 20 times that of an adult human. Besides, their vision and olfactory senses are extremely well developed, allowing them to locate the targets easily. This one, sharks could reign as the ocean's greatest predator until today. The parents had long deserted the child. They said the old infection would kill the child before 2 years passed. The researchers were the child's new parents. He learned to coo and walk. Although unable to talk properly, the child liked the ocean. Instead of visiting the ocean, the child was given candy which let him see the ocean. Many colorful nights and days passed. The child, who was thought to die within 2 years, managed to live for a long time. As always, he liked sweet candy, followed them, and loved the place as his home. Though the only thing the child could do was run around inside a cramped lab instead of a grass field under the sun. His steps were shaky but filled with enthusiasm, excited about what kind of candy he would eat tomorrow. Did some lab experiment on a kid? That turned him into some kind of shark monster? Some kid that was... Some kid of indeterminate age was turned into a shark monster? That they then decide they want dead, so they try to shoot it to death? I thought the bathtub was messed up. I am just legitimately disgusted. Wait. Okay, gotta be ready for the meltdowns. Of course, just you would have a meltdown. The one abnormality I practically call my greatest enemy at this point. The heart. You can interact with Spider. Again, I'm still not a fan of how this works. It immediately hurts 50% of your employee's sanity. Plus, it starts all bad notches, make it feel black damage, which not only hurts your employee's health, but more importantly, it hurts the RA's already hurts sanity even further. And it loses one counterpoint if the employee goes insane, and it loses a second result. It also loses a point if it gets a bad result. Well, and the problem with that is that considering how easy it is for the abnormality to make an employee go insane, the problem rises with it's more likely to happen. Well, a part of it is bad luck in a sense, but also it's also it's more likely to make the employee go insane early on enough to where it's still close, able to get a bad result. So the employee going insane. So the employee going insane will already make it lose 1 point, but then the employee going insane would end it immediately, which would cause a bad result, and the bad result and the employee going insane happening at the same time would make its counter go from 2 to 0, making it break out. No one in the value as well. Alright everyone, back to your positions. I'm just glad that nothing really went wrong this time. Okay, he's still good to be interacting with. Just get up to that full charge and then leave it there. I will see about trying to get the Dusk ordeal. Well, I mean, I'm already this close, might as well, right? I do want to legitimately try it. At least try to make a token attempt at it instead of trying to make a legitimate token attempt at it instead of constantly going, oh, I promise I'll do it, only I plan to do it later because I want to focus on other things, and then later ends up never coming or is otherwise a long time away. In some ways, the meltdowns can be, in some aspects, the meltdowns can be worse than facing some kind of monster or so, or like whatever it is that attacks you during ordeal. Because it really sucks when like a really bad abnormality that you're not fit to work with gets selected for a meltdown, and you're forced to choose between interacting with an abnormality that has a high chance of breaking out from the interaction, or to be between two, or else you're like forced to choose between two noons in a... Oh wait, no, the last one was dawn, wasn't it? I was about to say 2 noons in a row. Are you serious? It's like it's trying to pick all the worst possible choices for the abnormalities. freaking serious? Okay, they haven't escaped upper levels yet. But just to be sure. When I lose power. Oh well, at least losing a bit of power is better than losing lives. You can get back the lives, you can't get back the employees. Wait, what? Oh wait, she's got the notepad, yeah. Since my goal is to make it to a dud, wouldn't it in some ways be more beneficial to use the weaker abnormality or the lowercase ones, because while they don't produce as much, that's fine because I've already got full power, and I have nothing more to. I really have nothing else to work for, so the only thing that's left to do is to fill up the meter. And it fills up one box per interaction with an abnormality, like so. So it doesn't matter who I interact with, as long as I interact with any of them in order to fill up the meter, which means it would kind of be a better idea to interact with the weaker abnormalities like these guys, like mainly these guys, is because they're safer to interact with. Just wanted to get all my guys in one place, because if I'm going to trigger the giant scorpion monster, might as well get everyone clustered together so that's easier to teach who's where now. Where is the guy? Oh, there he is. Right, real quick. It does red him, so... Don't play this game with me. Okay, I know he dropped the little buggers. Okay, here we go. Next ordeal is dusk, right here. You know what, maybe just tell you to go in the hallway so I can... So whenever I want you to interact with this, you're already there. Okay, I honestly have no idea what the orange dust or amber, whatever that is, will bring, so... So I'm gonna go with my usual strategy of bunching everyone together. bunch everyone together before or interacting with anything, so. Alright, nothing else to do. There's only one way to go, it's do or die time. Are you serious? What are you guys doing? Okay, they deal red type damage. Something tells me I don't want to be in front of it. I'll show you the food chain, and I'll show you why I'm the one on top of it. Okay, where's the other stacks of garbage down there? shield? Yeah, they are. I just wasn't thinking. Who exploded? Okay, at least let me... No, I liked her. Let me just... Alright, let's see what we got. Rise, my servants, rise. Oh no. No, I recognized you. You stay far away. The color of the human heart is pink, and by wearing the same color, we can blend in with people's minds. Even if curse, I will love this curse like a blessing. Ooh. I know for certain I'm not getting this one here, but... I'm completely torn. I guess I'll go with this. Yo, what is this? Agony and rage mixed, blending together in the mist. One couldn't determine if the smoke was responsible for the madness, or if the cries of agony spewed forth the smoke. B says, are you researching machines now? That's great, now I can really see what a jack of all trades can do. To be frank, I thought I was pretty great too. But now watching you makes me think I was terribly full of myself. Would it be alright if I helped you? I think I would make a serviceable assistant. It's good that you're up and passionate again. It's an honor to take part in a project with a scholar I respect. Is something the matter? Are you okay right now? The truth is, you are not actually okay at all, are you? If a ray of sunlight breaks your heart and collapses your mind with longing and nostalgia, and seeing plants outside evokes an unknown rage tearing down your rational thought, you have no choice but to stay underground. Let us start anew, the corporation that mourns her. Who's her? Wait, mourns her. Does it have anything to do with the suicide girl that was mentioned in like the bathtub? The girl that that somehow managed to be resurrected? Elijah? Wait. She's one of the Sephiroths. Oh, hello, sir. Sorry, I'm quite busy. I still haven't finished even half of what I've written down in my notebook. Hey, I heard extraction experiments are going to be conducted. When I looked over the list of participants, I couldn't find my name on it. I mean, there's probably a ton of reasons behind it. Maybe I'm just not good enough for the experiment yet. May I join the experiment too? I've learned a lot here. I'm sure I can help you in some way. I'll be sure not to disappoint. Yeah, her. Wait. Why was her name marked as Elijah before, but here she's Malkuth? Oh, hello, manager. It's sad not to have enough talent, isn't it? If someone doesn't look back towards you, what does that mean? That they don't acknowledge you? That they don't care about what expression you may be making? They feel no need to see what you're doing. They've already come to a conclusion. Have you ever clawed the scripted floor, writhing in pain? What? It really does sound excruciating. But in reality, the moment I lost my fingernails, I felt nothing. You stare at the flesh where your fingernails used to be, and just before you lose consciousness, when you feel that you aren't yourself anymore, you start to laugh frantically, even though it's not funny at all. And on the ground you catch a glimpse of someone's shadow and their feet as they look down on you. Guess whose feet those were? The person just like looking back so much finally turned around. Everything was over. Did you see the fragments of despair from there? Or were you staring at the bits of my feet? What's with this weird thing of like talking about fingernails being told off? Stop putting that image in my head. Like, what's this thing about fingernails being torn off? Seriously. That was the exact moment I knew true helplessness. Without you, I'd never known the feeling. Okay, that's disturbing, and it bugs me in the I'm disturbed kind of it bugs me. It disturbs me in the manner that it bugs me in a way that disturbs me. Like, she's going on and on about the feelings, like talking about like feelings of helplessness and talking about like feelings of helplessness, losing control, like having your talking about having your fingernails talked about, and then she looks at you like, oh, thanks for letting me experience that. Thank you, she says with a smile on her face. It's like the part where she like literally says thank you so much. Well, she describes all that and says thanks with a smile on her face. Now, what about you, manager? Have you ever felt helpless controlling anything? When unbearable things pour down from somewhere that isn't your body overwhelm you, it just feels so awful to be helpless, being out of control of yourself. Come on, please tell me, so I can feel rewarded just a bit. Elijah was impatient, and her impatience caused many common mistakes. She once went a long, winding filibuster why she needed to finish the experiment, but I don't remember the details. Whenever she was told that she wasn't ready yet, I could see the strong desire in her eyes. It was a craving, a bizarre obsession. If another person had been in my place, they may have turned around for the sound of her hasty footsteps. Cognita. Cognita, is that what sounds? Was something that she couldn't access at her level of authority. The only task she was ordered to do was to record the changes that occurred in the test subjects. Whoa. She was aware that at the moment Cognito was simply not ready for human use. When I finally realized what was going on, half of her teeth had fallen out, and... let me guess, something about her fingernails, right? But seriously, I was not expecting this. Kill me. Please. Kill me. Oh God. Why even give me the option when it's literally giving me 3 different options, and all 3 of them are I could choose between ignore her, or the best looking one so far, the 3rd option, ignore her. Manifestation of quill output due to several breakdowns. Huh? What is this? What the hell? Are you discovering the deep scars I inflicted upon this place? Manager, there's something I haven't informed you of when we spoke for the first time. The Sephiroth, of course, only want to meet you. They admire you and follow you. However, at the same time, they earnestly yearn for you to be swallowed up in resentment and curses. What? Please be careful with them. Well, you don't have to pay that fact too much heed if you wish. What I mean to say is you are free to go back to your daily routine. It's not too big for me to fill the roles of Silver Sephiroth go mad. Though if you do, then you will lose something important forever. The seed that can break the cycle. Yes, do you really feel nothing about this? Try drinking some enkephalin. Close your eyes and open them again. I'm glad to see you're not as feeble-minded as the other Sephiroth. It is important to keep a clear mind in any situation. Gabriel, why are you scratching yourself so much? Seeing as we're meeting again, you must have completed your tasks, Manager. I'd give you a compliment if I didn't have so much work to do. You know, one of the things I'm not sure that is that like he kind of carried like that this character Yasad here kind of carries a stuck-up attitude. The stuck-up superior attitude comparable to like Tefra, the girl Tefroth. What was she called? Tefroth A? Like the male Tefroths refer to Tefroth B. Am I right or am I misremembering? Anyway, the information team has a task they must do periodically. You must have realized that there are some blanks in the abnormality records. Among the tremendous amount of information we gather, there's some that should remain off limits to employees for security reasons. The names of the employees are one such thing. Any trace of them, what happened, their gruesome death, their desperate will to live, though all of that has been stripped from the records on the false pretense of expunging information. There's no way for me to know what the criteria for stripping the records are, They're set by another department, not us. We only manipulate the information we receive per orders. Isn't it funny? We've degenerated into a department that destroys and manipulates information as ordered, and somehow we're still called the information team. Whenever I introduce myself as Sephiroth of the information team, I sometimes feel something bubbling up inside of me. Yes, Hud, did you receive the documents to expunge? You will get the list of employees soon as well. Please not forget to review it after you have finished expunging the documents. Miss Angela, what do you think it means to remember someone's name? This is the work you regularly do. Why are you so emotional about it today? Maybe names were marks or say typical beings gave each other to engrave each other upon their memories. Someone might have named you Angela following the same concept. Yes, lad, if you happen to be too tired, please take a break. I knew you would say that. Referring to employees by name is not recommended here. When employees first enter the company, each one receives their own unique identification number. This to allow the company to identify them using the minimum amount of personal information. We have their numbers in our data storage devices. Malika has never recalled the employees by their names ever since she started working here. Do you call them by numbers to minimize these personal information used? So do you use numbers as a way of like dehumanizing people, so as a method in order to emotionally detach yourself from them, so you don't feel as much when someone inevitably dies? Maybe she is the most ideal Sephiroth among all us Sephiroth. This is not to say that Malika deserves to take all the pain as well. None of us do. What kind of poor taste is that? To lock us inside metal bodies and throw us into this loop of days that feel just the same as yesterday. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. What's up with that oblivious expression? I heard you might be one of the architects responsible for our creation. The only thing I could do here is remember the names of a few forgotten employees and internally despair, feeling nauseous from even a single breath of air. Have you had fun watching your guinea pigs run around in circles? Ugh, see, I told you, I've been rotting from the inside for a long time. Gabriel was more rational than anyone else. He was unmoved, even after hearing about what happened to Elijah. Some said that he lacked empathy, but nobody realized that his emotions were festering on the inside. He began falling apart from long ago. Ever since Carmen left his world, he slowly became expressionless. He wouldn't allow himself to have even a paltry of joy. He also couldn't stand having even the smallest part of his body exposed. Whoa. We made a monster that was not supposed to exist in this world. We went too far to ever turn back. To not let what Elijah did be in vain, instead of taking the time to grieve, everyone knew that they needed to utilize this result to the fullest. He tried to maintain a facade of level-headedness, but his attempts to remain rational slowly morphed into an obsession. He started to wear long-sleeved clothing that also covered his neck. Not much later, he started to scratch himself harshly. We suggested he receive a complete medical examination to see whether he was contaminated or had an infection, but he refused. Once again, I only get 3 options, and they're all the same. Enforce the procedure. Health checkups were needed to prevent further damage. Persuasion became coercion, and coercion led to the use of physical force. He was tied and bound for checkups, but he resisted so desperately that it was hard for us to watch him. Eventually, it turned out that he wasn't infected at all. Was that really fortunate, though? No, it wasn't. The examination did not resolve anything. He kept scratching himself, so harshly, even worse than before. When I saw him last, he He wasn't lucid or cognizant to any human speech, and his body was completely covered in scratches. Dude, what the hell's with that? Ugh. No one has even seen him since then. What? Don't worry, this is a very common side effect when you first take it's just like a light hallucination. It'll disappear after 2 or 3 times, so don't worry about it too much. For me, it was an employee whose face was half melted, crawled all over my feet and grabbed me by the shoulders, asking me why I let her die. That wasn't a hallucination or anything. Then what? Are you trying to say that the employees are suddenly coming back to life? You know, like unbelievable things happen here, so maybe it's possible for dead employees to come back as if nothing happened, right? I'm not in any state to say this, but you don't look too good. Why don't you skip today's meeting? I can't do that. We have an abnormality response training today. They need me to run the drill properly. You're really something, huh? I don't think there's another step around here who cares about their employees as much as you do. Right? Look, Tiffany, I was right. I'm a good person. I'm a good Sephiroth. Hello everyone, today we will... Are you still trying to play the good Sephiroth? Be focusing on abnormality response training. How many times do I have to tell you? You're only a sad piece of rusty scrap metal putting on the act of being a good person. No, I want everyone to pay close attention. The abnormality threat today needs to be handled a bit differently than the others. If you hope that living such a lie will ease your conscience, that's really selfish. Starting now, I will be explaining the method I devised. Please listen carefully. At least the other Sephiroth are humble enough to admit they're not perfect. Quiet! Oh, sorry. Where were you? Excuse me, Miss Hart, I have a question. Yes, what is it? Do you think that this training will make any difference? I mean, against that Longberg, it feels like whoever will die or live is all predetermined, and there's nothing we can do to change it. Well, it should be. The better result in doing nothing. At the very least, we can prepare to preventive measure rather than just what you helplessly do. It's just all about luck. We'd be better off more comfortable and simply accept that we can die at any moment while working. Dude, if that's the kind of pessimistic attitude you're going to take, I might as well hand you a gun and you could blow your head off. Dude, I just don't like that kind of stuff. I don't encourage suicide, but it's just... Dude, if you're going so hard... or into the everything is pointless and useless because death is inevitable, just spare everyone the crap, will you? Just know this. You won't reach that paradise no matter what you do. I'm doing this all for you guys, it's a counseling campaign. Now that you mention it, that compulsory counseling campaign is such a pain, you're able to have a break time instead. But as a department, the only one that has to deal with these programs. It'll keep repeating itself. Live with eternal sorrow and remorse in that metal mass. Well, all of you would be dead by now if I hadn't helped you. Why aren't you thanking me? You want me to get rid of you like Malkuth does before you even make the little complaint? Saying that I'm the bad one here. Are you finally admitting to your awful nature? Tiffany, why are you doing this to me? I'm not Tiffany. Look at me. Can't you even distinguish your own voice anymore? Yes, are you still having that sweet nightmare? When he read the article detailing Michelle's suicide, was just as our experiment. Was Michelle the one that committed suicide? Like, was the name of the bathtub suicide Michelle? Sorry, I keep talking about the bathtub suicide. Hey, but it's like, I think it's like... Sorry, just getting something to drink real quick. The start of our experiment was going to show some progress. Michelle was the youngest among us. She was a timid and innocent employee. Made her an easy target. Maybe it was her fate to be used as a pawn of the wing that were alert to us, or the head that would watch over us constantly. You likely don't know who things would go the way they did. You likely didn't know things would go the way they did. You never have thought that a puny kid like you would bring about our demise. You never have believed that the situation would end up so much worse than your intentions. You probably tried to comfort yourself in the end, telling yourself that you did the best you could, that in this world, at that moment, there weren't any other option for you. But Carmen was the person who was trying to change this world, the world you resigned yourself to. If we meet again in hell, if we meet again in hell, will I finally be able to forgive you? Crumple up the newspaper. 3 times! Jesus! Deborah. Huh? What? Who are you? I'm the manager. Ah, you're the new manager? Sorry, you don't look anything like one. The other departments may kiss your ass while you walk around with an air of arrogance as the manager. But here, that pompous attitude will not self into your noose. Girl, you're supposed to answer to me. That's literally your job. Well, seeing that you at least made it here, I guess you won't be a complete deadweight. I'm Gabur, the head of disciplinary. We're the best department when it comes to combat out of all the teams. You have no need for cowards. You know what kind of person I hate the most? Those crybabies who constantly whine about abnormalities of our employees being pitiful things. They don't want to see anything die. It's the exact same as a soldier refusing to kill in the heat of the battlefield. As long as you're not one of those annoyances, then we should get along just fine. Oh, it's ironic that she says this, and yet she's got the shark abnormality in her department. Oh my god. So man, is being pitiful? Do you really think that's possible? What do you think abnormalities are? Holy entities? Poor defenseless creatures caged underground? Precious beings that make energy for us? Totally wrong. They're none of that. What are abnormalities to you then? Answer that. Abnormalities can be damaged but never destroyed. At the very least, they seem to feel pain. Let's make their unending lives as pain. Well, that's just unreasonably cruel. You want to last longer than a single day here, you have to get used to suppressing the monsters we call abnormalities. Killing those things is easy as breathing for you. It helps if you make them suffer too. I personally enjoy that part. I'll suppress 5 abnormalities of risk level AT or lower. Okay, I think I'm going to go into the episode just enough to... Actually, no, I'm not going to go into the day yet. No. Huh? Okay, what's this new stuff? Oh, cannot attempt core suppression on a... Okay, how many? 21 points. Okay, how many? Show me my points. I'm just going to... Okay, I think this is where I'm going to end this episode here. That was a lot of cutscenes, a lot of story, and worth thinking about, worth digesting, so to speak. Wait, huh? Activate the Sephiroth's force suppression. Clicking again will disable it, but allow pages to be deployed to the department. I'm not sure. Or I follow what that means. What's all this stuff about force suppression? What's all this mean? We got like a nuclear bomb worth of story info just out of the blue. Like, what's all this stuff about force suppression? Like, I guess day 31, so... Honestly, that was like a bombshell of information. So... This has been Lobotomy Corporation. Thank you for watching. And I'm definitely going to be ending it here. I'm not going to be trying another day. Okay, thank you for watching. If there's anything you want to say, well, comments, advice, you know where the comment section is on YouTube. So I trust you to be able to find it. Okay, thank you again for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys around.